Hello everyone. If you have recently been following my page, you would know that we recently had an appearance on the Freelance Business Forum in October 2020. And there we had a questionnaire that we asked people to fill. And fortunately, we had 37 responses. The questions were all related to fitness levels and nutrition during COVID times, and how they changed or they remained the same. The age group of the people that participated was anywhere between 20 and 60 years of age. The vast majority of them were between 35 and 50. So that's around 45% of the people that took part in. So it's fair to say that it's a good example for the average population. So since the beginning of lockdown, what is your overall physical shape? We're talking about lockdown, the first one in March. Better shape, worse shape, or the same shape. So here actually the responses are quite equal. Same shape, 35%. Better shape, 38%. And worse shape, 27%. Now, we were quite surprised with the responses on this question because actually a lot of people, the majority of people, 38%, the biggest chunk, responded that they're in better shape. Then we have same shape at 35%, and only 27%, that's 1 in 4, answered that they're in worse shape, which is great. In the beginning, lockdown was thought out to be something that will destroy people's activities, and if you're not able to go to the gym, things are going to get really bad. Turns out that is not really the case. Well, at least according to our 37 participants. These are completely random people, by the way. So it's not like we chose a particular group of people. So this shows us that we definitely have a lot more understanding to do about how people perceive exercise, and that people are a lot more keen to train at home now and to use their free time, specifically during the day or in the morning, to train and get a workout in there, get it out of the way, get it done, and then move on with their day. Compared to before lockdown, when you would only consider the gym as being the place to exercise, or for the vast majority of people, that would be the go-to place. And the issue with that is that it takes a huge amount of time, a huge chunk of your day, and you would usually do it in the end of the day, which is something that people are now, they seem to do less of. More people have started exercising in the morning and at lunchtime during their lunch break, which makes it time efficient, and generally I think it makes you happier that you don't need to skip family time to go to the gym between 5 and 7 in the evening, straight after you finish work, and your stress levels are the highest. So yes, this was definitely an interesting response. I personally didn't expect that. Second question was, since the lockdown, has your diet improved, declined, or stayed the same? The majority of people said, the biggest chunk said that 43%, that has stayed the same. 30% said that it's declined, and 27% said that it has improved. Now, again, we were surprised by those answers simply because, in my opinion, for the average person, or at least that's what I thought, the diet should improve. It should improve simply because you have less variables, and the fact that you're at home means that you can cook for yourself and you don't need to rely on eating sandwiches from the local supermarket. However, that seems not to be the case for the people that participated in this survey. 43% answered that the diet stayed the same. So clearly, these people either had a great diet to start with, they were preparing meals at home, they were doing food prep, or that was not so great and it kind of stayed not so great. So it's not specified in this question. But yeah, no major changes for them. Then for 27%, it has improved, which is logical. For me, that number was supposed to be around 50, but that clearly wasn't the case. And for 30%, it has declined. I can understand why that can decline if you're staying at home. The main reason being that you end up binging a lot. You end up eating lots of snacks during the day. They're in the cupboard. So you take them out, you eat them. You can eat during work, which you probably weren't able to do when you were in the office, for example, or wherever you were working. So I can see why 30% answered that question. But again, I was expecting different numbers in terms of people's that improving. Obviously, I was wrong. And having a survey like this really shows us what the actual reality is versus expectation, because assumptions are easy to make, logic is easy to be used, but in a lot of the cases that is simply not enough to make a full conclusion. We need actual facts, and that works as such. Third question was, how many times per week do you exercise, if any? The majority of people answered between 2 and 3 times a week, which was kind of what we expected. That would probably mean that you exercise on Monday, Wednesday, or for some more dedicated people, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, which is absolutely fine. This is, I would say, what on average was our expectation, and that people are not, we're not expecting athletes to answer this survey. These are just regular, normal people that have day jobs. And training 2 to 3 times a day is actually quite healthy as well, as it gives you time for recovery. And especially if you're not into fitness so much that you understand how your body recovers, etc., you're probably better off training less sometimes than training more, as you are not exactly sure how to deal with recovery, deal with muscle aches and pains or joint pain. So yes, it doesn't seem to have any increase since the beginning of lockdown, or decrease. That kind of remained the same. However, the next question is, how long does one training session last on average? Now, here the responses were, the majority answered, 8 people answered 45 minutes, and then 12 people 1 hour. This question was not answered, but all 37. So anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour. Now, this is definitely different than what the answers would be if this was a gym workout, if gyms are open, because the answer would not be 45 minutes. It's close to impossible to get in the gym, get changed, train, or do a class, take a shower, get changed again, and get out. It's impossible to do it in 45 minutes. Or if you do it in 45 minutes, it means you're doing your own thing, you're really rushing. The minimum will be an hour. I would say probably the answer was going to be between an hour and 2 hours for a lot of people. So definitely people are cutting their workout short, and simply because of convenience, as you can do it at home in your living room, you are able to cut that workout time down, which then means that you have more time to spend with your family or play games or whatever that is that you enjoy, and whatever you prefer to spend your time doing. So definitely people have reduced the time they train, even though going to the gym is not all training. Probably half of it is training, the rest is preparation, commute, driving, walking, whatever that might be to the gym. So time saved, definitely. You have more time to spend doing the things you like. So lockdown so far seems to be a very positive thing for fitness, or for people's fitness. And initially the expectations were that, obesity is going to increase, and people, probably that's still happening for some people, but I don't think that's happening for the majority of the population. Next, we had one of the more minor questions here were, what are your fitness goals for the remainder of the year? Majority answers were lose weight, tone up, improve general fitness levels. Actually, this is what got the most answers. So clearly, for the majority of people, it's literally just staying fit, being strong, being healthy, and obviously lose a few pounds or a few kilos if you need to, which, by the way, as we all know, happens with adequate nutrition combined with good resistance training program. Afterwards, this is really the end of it. This is the end of the important questions that we asked. And we were really surprised with some of the answers. And I would say it opened my eyes to what the average person has gone through during lockdown. And it wasn't what I personally expected. It wasn't what the fitness industry expected. It was, people are definitely benefiting in some respects from working from home, simply because it's more efficient to then train from home if you are able to, if you have some equipment, or if you take part in a boot camp, or if you're motivated enough to do it yourself, or if you have a personal trainer that you're doing it online with. Again, that all depends, all variables and all options. And definitely the initial expectations of people are going to reduce their activity levels have not proven true. And I assume that quite a big chunk of the people that responded here are doing outdoor training as well in the form of running or cycling. And yes, in conclusion to this very interesting study that we did, I would say that lockdown was not such a terrible thing for people's fitness and for people's nutrition as well. It seems to be better for their fitness than their nutrition, which personally surprised me. But yeah, we will do another one of these once normality kicks in, some kind of normality, maybe in the middle of next year, realistically speaking. And it will be interesting to see what the responses are of people. Have people stayed at home, and are people still training from home, or did they decide that they're going to do exactly what they did before? They're going to rejoin the gym and just start spending their workout time there. Thank you very much for watching this video. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Send me a message, drop me an email, whatever that might be. If you want cutting edge personal training and online personal training, get in touch with me. And don't hesitate to ask me any questions you might think of, fitness or nutrition related. I'll be happy to answer them. There is a lot of misinformation out there, like with every topic in the world, and I will be happy to shed light on the scientific side of things and deal with actual research rather than assumptions and old wives' tales. Thank you for watching once again, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.